What's up everyone? Today was the first weekday of the new year, and it was so obvious to me that there was a lot of new lifters in the gym just purely because they did exactly what I did when I first started lifting, and that's looking about the gym thinking, what on earth am I going to do next, or where do I start? And I thought of tips and ideas that I wish I was given when I first started lifting to help new lifters avoid being a statistic of those who quit after 1 week, 2 weeks, or even a month. So tip number 1 is have a goal and start now. I've been there waiting for the perfect moment to start something, and the perfect moment is now. At the start of a new year, there's no better time to start improving on yourself and putting work and time into your own body, into your own health and fitness to better yourself. Guys, I've been there when I thought I haven't got time to go gym, but after school I would go to a friend's house, I'd play PlayStation for hours, I'd wait for my favourite TV programme to come on until I started doing something, and I'd clock out for a certain amount of hours in a day and say those hours for me are untouchable. But if you're serious about fitness and serious about improving yourself, you will have to maybe cut back on things that you enjoy. But if you stick at it, going to the gym and bettering yourself and putting time and investing in yourself will become what you enjoy doing. We all have 24 hours in a day, and those who progress the most are those that are willing to invest the most time in themselves. About goal setting, have a goal, guys. So if that goal is getting in shape for a partner, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend, getting in shape for your kids, or getting in shape, most importantly guys, for yourself. When I first started training, I started training for 2 reasons. My first reason was I used to play a lot of sports, did a lot of athletics, played football a lot, and my biggest attribute in sports was I was fast, so I wanted to get faster to help me be better at the sports that I played. So I looked at guys or athletes who were fast and they were all jacked, so I wanted to be that jacked athlete. It's number 2 reason, like a lot of guys, I first started training to get attention from girls that wouldn't look at me twice. Guys, it honestly does not matter what your goal is, just have your goal, write it down, and have reminders of your goal everywhere to remind you why you're going to the gym. So I always had reminders on my phone, I had post-it notes around the house, whether it be in my kitchen, in my bedroom, just constant reminders of why I'm going to the gym and why I'm investing time in myself. Tip number 2, don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated by a gym, guys, especially girls. A lot of girls I find can be intimidated maybe by the weight section gym because it's largely male dominated, but I promise you, I found this with Megan as well. When she trained with me, she found that a lot of the guys that were there to train themselves and focus on themselves, they won't be focused on what you think they're focused on. They're not focused on you or anything that you may be doing wrong. And there's such a variety of people that go to the weight section, especially a lot of girls, especially in the gym I train in. There's a lot of girls that go down, and you should not be intimidated or feel intimidated by anything going on down there. A good way to avoid intimidation is by putting in your headphones and just blocking everything out around you. I find that helps for me. When I first started training, I was extremely skinny, and I remember walking into the weight section thinking, wow, these guys are so big. But honestly guys, they were once the same size as you. Everyone starts at a certain point, and it takes time to get to that point, so they won't be judging you at all. And I find that myself as I've got bigger, even the younger guys come up to me and ask me questions, and I don't think any less of them. I'm not judging them for being there, because I know I was once that guy, I was once that skinny kid in the weight section, just trying to achieve a goal, and you're the exact same guy, so don't be intimidated by anything. Tip number 3, use proper form and technique. I've been working out for so long, guys, and there's guys in the gym that I see day in, day out not using proper form, not using proper technique, and this is one of the most important things you need to think about in the gym. And my main advice to you guys would be do as much research as possible before you go into the gym. On my channel I will be posting workouts with voiceover commentary to help you guys with proper form, proper technique, but in the meantime do your research. There's so many great YouTubers out there. For the guys, like the YouTubers I watch Rob Lipset, Christian Guzman, Lex Griffin, great YouTubers for guys. And for girls, there's the likes of Buff Bunny, Nikki Blackheader, who have so much great content on their YouTube channels that will help you with form and technique, guys. I've been lifting for years, and before every compound movement I do, I always use a bar with 0 weight at all, just to make sure my form and technique is right. Compound movements are big basic movements that will help you add the most mass and are the safest for your body when done with correct form. Your compound movements are bench, squat, deadlift, military press, and bent over row. Tip number 4, have a plan. Guys, this is something I did not do at all when I first started training, and I was that guy walking about the gym thinking, where do I go? What I used to do before, guys, I'd sit in the machine, think, okay, I'm in here, I'll rep this out a wee bit, then I thought, oh, that looks like a nice machine over there, go to that one, rep that out for a bit. That is not what you want to do, guys. You want to have a plan, you want to come in after doing your research, really confident. And a good place to get workouts is bodybuilding.com, really reputable website with incredible workouts on it, great articles by people who know exactly what they're doing. So, once again, do your research, know exactly what machines you're going to use, what exercises you're going to use, and how many reps and sets you're going to use. And guys, I always write this down on a piece of paper or have it on my phone because I don't like to rely on the internet in the gym because it's usually really bad. Having a plan will help you feel so much more confident when you walk in the gym. Also have your muscle split group for that week, so what muscles you're going to train on what days. Most people like to go for a back biceps Monday, chest triceps Tuesday, and shoulders and legs Wednesday, and then repeat that again, so that's a 6-day split. If you're not looking to train 6 days a week and you're looking to train 5 days a week, there's other splits that you can find on the internet. For me, I wouldn't recommend anyone train less than 4 days a week, but that's completely up to you guys, what time you have and stuff like that. The reason people train back and biceps together is because when you're training back, you're using a pulling motion, and that will also train the biceps. Same as if you're training chest and triceps. When you're pushing with your chest, you're engaging your triceps as well. So if your triceps are partially fatigued, you may as well train them as well. It's same as if you're training back, your biceps are partially fatigued, you may as well get the full session out of them and train them properly. A lot of girls like to have a glute day in their training splits. So my girlfriend, for example, Megan, she trains legs on Monday, back biceps Tuesday, shoulders triceps Wednesday, and then she'll have a glute session in, and on her 5th day of training she'll have a lagging muscle day, which is when she'll train chest or any other muscles that she thinks aren't as strong. Megan watches a lot of female YouTubers, and there's some of them that will give out advice like they train glutes 4 times a week, and that is completely ridiculous, guys. When you train glutes, a byproduct of that is you're going to be hitting your legs a lot as well. And if I was to train legs 4 times a week, my legs would be completely just useless. I'd be immobilized and I wouldn't be able to train. So if you can hit a muscle group 4 times in a week, that means you simply aren't training hard enough. Tip number 5, start easy and progress. Leave your ego outside the gym. You don't need to be lifting the heaviest weights in order to gain muscle. Something I always recommend to beginners is 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. If after 12 reps you put your weight down and you think, you know what, I could have done 15 reps then go up a weight, and that's how you know when you should progress and start lifting heavier weights. I always recommend as well 30 to 60 seconds rest between sets. A lot of people like to rest for much longer, but that just means you're going to be in the gym longer, and let's face it, who wants to be in the gym longer than we need to be? Progression doesn't have to be done in big steps. It can be simply making one of your working sets heavier than the previous one. My 6th tip for you is have a training partner. If you can, a training partner can be really valuable. They can encourage you, and try and find someone who is sort of good at working out, I guess you could say. Someone who works out a lot, has good results, and someone who can motivate you every single day to go to the gym with. A lot of gyms, when you go for the first time, they sort of have like inductions where they'll teach you how the machines work. A lot of personal trainers as well will usually give you a free session with them, and you can use that time to learn as much as possible. Ask them for advice on different exercises, certain movements, so they can help you. And a lot of personal trainers, when you're training as well, if you approach them and ask them, can you help me with this, or is there any advice you can give me, they're always usually willing to give you their time and give you their advice and help you as much as they can. So if you can afford a personal trainer, that's a great way to go as a beginner, but a lot of people, I know I couldn't afford a personal trainer when I first started training. So yeah, have someone you can train with, someone who motivates you, and someone who is experienced gym goer. My final tip is write your workout down. So every time I walk into the gym, I always have with me a piece of paper that says what exercise I'm going to do, my sets, my reps, but also I have a book as well I bring with me that I write exactly what I did in the gym down. The reason for this is because I may plan to do 3 sets of 8 reps, but I may end up actually doing 4 sets of 8 reps or 4 sets of 12 reps. And by knowing exactly what I did that day, I can continuously tailor make my workout for the next time. I know exactly what weights I did, and I continue to progress my workouts as well. Another reason I write my workouts down is because I find that I work harder when I write my workouts down. For example, if you're writing a food diary, you might find that you find yourself staying away from the bad foods because you have to write it down. I like to look back at my workout diary and see, yeah, I did a really good workout that day, or I pushed myself hard. And by writing a workout down, you have that bit of extra motivation to make your workouts harder than you might if you weren't writing them down. Finally guys, consistency is key. It takes about 2 months to create a habit, and if you stick it out for those 2 months, you'll be thanking yourself so much when people start to compliment you and you start seeing progression and results yourself. Self-improvement will be your main focus. If you're an experienced lifter, please comment below any tips that you think I may have missed out, or any tips that you wish you had when you first started training. And also, if you know anyone who's just started lifting, please direct them to this video so they can have these tips and hopefully they can stick out their fitness journey. As always guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.